Did you know that he has 100 Funko Pops?
Yes, in fact, I did know that. 100 Funko Pops. So today, I'm going to be sitting here in this chair for a few reasons. One, they need instructions for this, and the instructions are long, so I'm going to be sitting here to scroll for them. Second, I don't want to take part in this because it's disgusting. They're making the anus's child. And third, I look cool in front and important. Okay.
All right. So we are going to be going over digestion. We're actually going to take this yummy lunch we have right here and move it through our semblance of what would be in our digestive system and what happens when you go to eat a meal. So ultimately, our body needs to get nutrients from these foods, and there are different organs that are going to help us do that. So today, we're going to figure out how to get the nutrients from the food that we eat, and we're going to make what? What are we making? Poop! Yeah, and we're going to have to say bye-bye to all this food once it goes through the system.
I might not make it.
So the first thing we're going to need to get our lunch ready is a rip-off sandwich, otherwise known as a hot dog peanut butter and jelly sandwich, otherwise known as a budget cut peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Then they have some bananas, some grapes, and some tomatoes, ew, and some avocado. And you're also going to need some water, or any beverage or liquid, but we chose water.
Epic!
Now that we have our lunch, we're going to use our front teeth, which are called our incisors, aka kitchen scissors. These teeth in our mouth, are going to cut the food into bites, so we can eat. Yeah. You should pour some butter as well, because the peanut butter will get stuck to the roof of your mouth.
All right, so can someone use our incisors right here to make some chompies on our food?
Chompy!
Just cut up the food, basically.
Yeah, like our sandwich.
So this is demonstrating you chomping the food. So you're going to that's what Amanda's doing. She's chewing the food right now.
With the front teeth. Incisors. Taking your bites.
Yes.
Don't worry about precision. Just cut everything.
Yeah.
It's okay if they're way too big.
And because we're going to use our what?
Yes, this is all going to be way too big for us, even after we use our incisors, right? So then our molars come in. We have this potato masher, which represents our molars, because we're going to smash the food so that it's easier for us to swallow.
Alrighty, so go ahead and get those molar action, and we're going to take a big gulp of water.
You see, this is why I didn't want to participate in this, because they're just smushing jelly with hot dog buns, tomatoes, and bananas.
That's everything.
Smash! Oh no, it's going to...
We are
It was a great
Oh! Simona, do you know what this represents?
Yeah. What are we doing right now?
This is the food in our mouth.
You
But
chew
what does
it.
it represent on them?
Represents the food in our mouth.
These are our incisors, so you can remember that because they are sizers. Get it?
Scissors.
And then those are representing our molars. So we need to, those are those big, strong teeth in the back. Yeah, look at us go. We're killing it here. Woo! Oof. All right, let me do some molar action here. All right,
Gross.
so now we're going to take this laundry detergent water. And does anybody know what this represents?
Spit.
That's right. All right, so we talked about saliva yesterday, and our saliva actually gets going anytime we think about, smell, taste, food. So this saliva, natural saliva, is basic, and healthy saliva or spit normally has that alkaline or neutral type of thing to it. So that's alkaline, just another word for basic. So let's talk about acidity and basicity before we add this. Acids and bases are two special kinds of chemicals. Almost all liquids are either an acid or a base. All right, guys, come back here because we're gonna be, we're trying to teach something. All right, so whether a liquid is an acid or a base depends on the type of ions in that liquid. If it has a lot of hydrogen ions, it's gonna be acidic. If it has a lot of hydroxide ions or OHs, it's gonna be a base.
Exactly. So scientists use something called a pH scale to measure how acidic or basic a liquid is. pH is a number from 0 to 14. From 0 to 7 are acids, with 0 being the strongest acid. From 7 to 14 bases, with 14 being the strongest base. If a liquid has a pH of 7, it's neutral. This would be something like distilled water.
What I just poured in there. Whoop, whoop. All right.
Now, back to our experiment. Remember all of that liquid you just consumed right now? We'll need to be removing that with the small intestine. I don't know what they're doing back there. And the large intestine. Be careful how much water you drink, as in how much water you pour into the mixture, because they did a little much. And now all of these things need to move to your stomach. So we'll put them in this Ziploc bag.
The one without the hole.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be the
So
one.
you'll have two Ziploc baggies, one with a hole and one without. You want to first use the one without the hole.
Yeah, we can't have stomach
make sure.
leakage.
Let me make sure.
All right, how are you feeling? Let's get that. Let's get some of our nays.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, it's kind of like baby
I
food.
can't look
I
at
throw
that.
up.
It's disgusting.
All right, here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's good, does it? Is it?
get it up here.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
Oh. If it's too gross.
Can I add to the collection?
Lunch.
Ew!
Get it all in there.
She touched it.
Get it all in there.
Oh, she's using her finger. She's using her finger.
Woo! Stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now what?
Woo stomach.
So we poured everything into this Ziploc bag, as you can see, which represents our stomach. When you close the Ziploc bag, make sure you remove most of the air. Is the air removed?
Nope.
We need to do that.
All right, so let me show you what happens if you do this and you swallow air in your bag. Ready?
Ew. Oh. What is happening?
If you couldn't hear it, she just swallowed air. It hit the back of her throat, which causes you to burp. So if you
Yeah.
don't get all of the air out, your stomach will need to churn it, and it makes a popping sound, and that popping sound is the burp.
Yep.
In case you forgot. I can't read that. What does it say?
Peristalsis,
Oh,
the action in your esophagus that
Oh,
makes
yes.
the food move down.
Thank you. In
It
case you
touched
forgot, peristalsis is a series of wave-like muscle contractions that move through to different processing stations in the digestive tract. Make a burrito. The first peristalsis motions we hit are in the esophagus.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why it doesn't drop straight down with gravity down our esophagus, which is just a tube.
Right. The strong wave-like motions of the smooth muscle in the esophagus carry the food to the stomach, where it is churned into a liquid mixture called chyme.
Time.
So,
Or time.
you mean you don't want the bag of throw up?
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
But
we don't want the bag to throw up, so we got to get all that air out. Woo! So what else do we have to add here, Karosh?
So we'll need to be adding some acid. So in this case, it's lemon juice we're going to be adding. I could show you. We have some beautiful lemon juice. It's antique. Antique.
Yes. We
I'm
need
just joking.
an enthusiastic lab assistant to help us create our smooth chyme. Mandana, will you do that for us?
You got it, but what is a chyme?
That's a great question. Chyme is the liquid substance. Okay, that's good. That's found in the stomach. It consists of partially digested food, water, hydrochloric acid, and various digestive enzymes. So we're gonna add some green food coloring in here as well. And this green food coloring is going to represent bile. Does anyone know what bile
Put
is?
a lot of
Yeah.
it,
Nope.
because it's food.
Okay, that's
said
good.
put a lot in.
Yep, that's great.
Oh, wait, I got
Mandy, can you tell us what
Because
bile
if
is?
the pukes didn't look enough like puke yet, they're adding green food color.
This is just getting exceedingly more disgusting. I am learning a lot.
Are we learning a lot? Or
I
are we
don't
just...
I don't know. Your face is looking pale. All right. Bile is a yellow-green fluid that is made up by the liver, stored in the gallbladder, and passes through the common bile duct into the. What is that?
Into the duodenum?
The duodenum.
That's the first part of the small intestine.
My goodness.
Tomato.
I am learning a lot today. So I know we are in the stomach here, but our next step doesn't really allow for us to add it in the duodenum. So we're going to add the bile here.
Yeah, so once the chyme is in the duodenum, this is again the small intestine, the bile helps to digest all of the fats that we eat. Remember, this is representative of our stomach, and that green food coloring would not be added in the stomach, it would be added in the small intestine, but that's gonna be really hard for this experiment. So make sure you just don't get confused with that, yeah?
I'm never eating food again.
Yeah.
Great, lunch is right after this, guys.
Could we have had lunch before this?
All right, so what are we doing now?
Agreed.
If we had lunch before this, we could have a live action experiment.
All right.
So now we are moving into the small intestine, and here's what you will need: a leg from the pantyhose. Pantyhose. Okay, here.
So we have pantyhose, and we're going to cut off a leg of it.
Should I make it
A
fairly
leg
long?
from
Yeah,
the
because
pantyhose.
that'll just make it more interesting.
Yeah, like the small intestine.
It's the
is,
small
Can
intestine.
you hold it tight?
22 feet long, remember?
Yes.
The small intestine.
Yeah. The tray is there to catch the liquid that is being absorbed into the body. The body.
So the tray is just going to get all of our liquid.
Body. The body out of the small intestine. The rubber gloves are just so that. Okay, I'm bad at this.
You're doing great.
The rubber gloves so that we just don't get messy or dyed green from our bile.
Or
And-
throw up from the feeling of the texture.
And our funnel so that we can actually get it in there. So what we're going to do for you is we're going to actually have our small intestine here. We're going to pour our contents from the stomach into the small intestine. We're going to do it over our tray so that we can try to keep as clean as possible.
As clean as possible.
That's
Are you
right.
kidding me?
But we also want to show you how much of the liquid would really kind of be coming out within this small intestine, which is very early on in our digestive process. All right.
Okay, so she's just opening it up and putting the funnel in, and what Munda's going to do is she's going
I think
to...
we might get a clog, but that's okay.
Here,
So
let me
the funnel here
let me
represents
try and
something.
put it on.
Yes, so the funnel is actually the sphincter, and that is just a flap that says how much can go from the stomach to the small intestine at any given time, because we don't want it to rush our system or anything like that.
Should I pour it in the?
That's basically it.
So, yeah, not too much comes in, and then you overflow, and then you pop. Just
All right,
your body
Roche, what do we do next?
Okay, so you're going to pour the chyme into
Chyme.
the chyme, not chime. It's spelled chime into the stomach. Oh, the stomach, small intestines.
Woo!
It's
It's
chunky.
going! I think we got some chunky chunks. We didn't use our molars very well. It's
Ugh.
okay. It's fine.
It's
We're going
okay, you
in.
don't like it, you
So
don't
yeah,
like
that's
it.
what we need the pantyhose for, because we're going to put it through,
I'm gonna-
and
I'm
it's
gonna
supposed to be a liquid.
Filter our chunk. Okay, here we go.
Wait, let me.
More.
Do you want me to like mash it more?
Yeah, maybe with your hands.
Okay.
You're a great lab assistant, my woman.
Look at this though. I mean, it's
Oh, so
moving.
we got it.
It's moving.
Some of it got on you.
You want some? No.
Or should I?
All right.
I have a feeling.
So
So
I think it was just
the
the
more
tomato.
liquid you manage to get out at this point in the process, the less you have to deal with in the next stage. So let's get as much liquid out as we can.
That is disgusting. Here, come do it in front of the camera. I'll hold the tray.
Okay.
Oh my God, they're filtering.
Or how
No.
about you just move the camera closer to us?
Yeah, sure. That's a better idea.
Da 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 da.
Oh, it's on me.
Ew! Look at that down there in the.
It's like a clump. It's a little stamp.
Ah! I'm losing my sphincter. Okay.
Right there.
Necessary.
That is smashed up bananas, tomatoes, hot dog buns, peanut butter, jelly, and
Avocado.
Avocado,
We should have a warning
water.
on this. Anyone who has a weak stomach should not watch this.
Okay, we got more.
Better.
Oh,
At least
don't
it does
squeeze
smell
too
like
much.
peanut butter. That's a nice thing.
What? That's not nice.
What?
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
All right. Yep. Now we're going. Now we're going.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, there's peanut. Oh, that's not. I'm not sure if that's how you make it.
Yeah.
Here, you can probably just stop it here and then leave the rest.
But we want lots of poop.
Okay. You can have as much poop as you want.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh,
Look
Meanwhile,
at
they're dying.
it. Look at it.
Is that our food?
Why is
Yeah.
it chunky?
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So
How much more do we have?
I don't know. Good, right?
Oh no, we gotta get it all. We're like in it
No.
to win it, my friends.
Danielle.
Guys,
What
Okay,
is
at least make the
that?
hole in the Ziploc bag a little bigger.
Yeah, that's fine. Here. We're learning.
Oh my God, I might actually puke.
Yeah.
it's kind of fun.
But we all
What is that,
have-
chunk?
we all have
That's
This?
a tomato.
I don't want to know.
healthy.
It's spread.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going down. We're going
I
down.
got
Don't touch it.
You can grab some gloves, Aaliyah, if you want.
What?
Oh,
She spilled it.
It's
yeah.
oozing.
Okay, how much do we got
A
left?
little bit. Only one.
All right, hold on. Let me get rid of our tomato skins here. Seem to be a little problematic and clogging our hole.
These are
Oh.
gloves, so they're gonna be really big.
All right, so this is our last round. Let's go ahead and put this
Away.
over
She
here.
wants to touch it.
This is why this happens inside of the body, so you do not see it.
Exactly. I liked it when it was a little bit more of a mystery. Although I
Ew,
am learning
look
a lot.
at it.
Look at our poo.
How often do you hear somebody say, "Look at my"?
That-
What is this?
Okay, all right. Our sphincter.
Poop is not supposed to be a stress reliever. It's what you
All
call.
right. Okay, so listen up, guys. We're moving our food all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Can you squeeze this for me? Yeah. Squeeze that all up because we're trying to get out as much liquid, right?
Our pee?
No, well, yeah, kind of, but really this is where we're like, you know how when you get dehydrated? That's what we're doing here.
Oh my god, it's on my skin.
It's okay. Nothing bad in here.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Here. You're not. Come here.
You're not.
Don't touch. No, not touching. All right, look at this.
It's beautiful. No, it's not. It's
Okay,
yummy.
now we're gonna cut a hole in the bottom.
Okay.
Theoretically,
Do you want me to touch her?
no,
Yeah.
technically,
Well,
you
nobody
know,
can touch these anymore.
our small intestines would just continue on to the large
Okey
intestine.
dokey.
Hold on, no,
Are we gonna
don't
cut
spill
our
that.
poop out?
So
All
now,
right,
this hole in the bottom, what does it represent?
what is this right here? What did we just move our poop through, or our food
Our
through?
small intestine.
That's right. So now where are we moving to then?
The large intestine.
That's right.
You
All right.
cut it open. So let's
Hold on.
grab our towel, which is going to represent the large
We
intestine.
got it all.
So let's empty our contents into the folded towel.
Can you manage to hold the towel?
No.
Okay, so
So-
here we go.
I don't
Cut a
think so.
hole here.
Okie dokie.
No, right here.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Ready? Do you want to do the honors?
Yes.
No, not ready.
Wait, it's not coming out. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. It's not poop yet.
I've got to hold it. I shouldn't have volunteered for this part of the demonstration.
There we go.
We
All
are
right,
the only sane
now.
ones.
Thank you. I want you to wring the towel as much as you can to try to get that liquid out, okay? So just kind of squeeze it
No.
in there. Get us.
Squeeze?
Yep, squeeze. Just keep trying to
Oh,
get.
that's good.
Yeah.
No, it does
it's like
not.
a squishy.
No.
That's why I knew she would help me. All right, so this is what
I was
happens.
turning the towel green.
This is what happens in the large intestine. Once we're done with that, let's put the contents into our plastic bag with a hole as soon as you get done.
I'm done. Oh, look at this. Beautiful.
All right,
Yeah, there's our bowl.
It's so
can you put it in here?
It's beautiful. Want to help us, Mandy?
I'm trying because I know that's the right thing to do. However, I don't know that
Here, I'll get the extra.
not really.
Why? Don't get the extra. There's no need to scrape it.
Oh,
You don't
one
need
flew
it all.
from the sky.
What?
One fell from the sky, it felt like.
All right, so here we are. This is our final stage, and we have a hole here. Do you know what this actually represents, this plastic bag and the hole?
The rectum.
The rectum, that is right. So what started out as lunch, essentially it looks like what now?
Poo-poo.
Poop.
It's
You
squishy,
got it.
it's squishy.
So we went,
Oh, there's a hole.
hey!
Dragon's barking.
Wait.
So we went all the way from our lunch down to excretion. So I guess that's it
Wait,
for
can I
us.
squeeze it out? Can I squeeze it out?
Yep. No, in here.
You know, actually, I'd like to also try squeezing out a little bit, Linda. Don't squeeze out more.
Or we can put it
Why not
back.
don't
We
squeeze
can
out more?
put it back. It's fine.
No, don't put the back for me.
Bye-bye.
You're done? You're done with the experiment? Leah would like
All right, guys. So I doubt you're going to forget your digestion experience anytime soon, thanks to this video. Thanks for joining us. Come back tomorrow to learn about how antacids work as we do some science experiments that are happening along in the stomach.
You want
That's
some?
all. Poop out.
Bye.
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 Bye.